How to continue working despite not feeling like it. Self-motivation is challenging. In truth, trying to maintain your motivation throughout a work, a project, or even a career might occasionally feel like pulling yourself out of a swamp by your own hair. I frequently compare it to one of the exploits of the fictitious German hero Baron Munchausen. But one of the key characteristics that set high-achieving professionals apart from everyone else is effective self-motivation. But after 20 years of studying how individuals are motivated, some colleagues have discovered a few techniques that appear to be effective for the majority of people, whether they're attempting to lose weight, save money for retirement, or carry out a protracted, challenging project at work. Numerous studies have confirmed the value of goal setting. Studies have shown, for instance, that salesmen who set targets close more deals, and those who commit to exercising every day are more likely to improve their fitness levels. Abstract goals like doing your best are typically considerably less successful than specific goals like acquiring 10 new clients per month or logging 10,000 steps per day. When an action is perceived as having its own objective, it is intrinsically motivated, but, when it is seen as having an additional, unrelated goal, such as earning you a reward or letting you escape punishment, it is extrinsically motivated. We discovered that those who chose more important but less pleasurable goals at the beginning of January, for example, enrolling in a yoga class or committing to phone-free Saturdays, were less likely to still be keeping their intentions in March. It's improbable that extrinsic incentive will help us actually excel on its own. For instance, my study reveals that the majority of respondents agree that having good working relationships with their coworkers and managers is important for their present position. Thus, it can be a simple matter of remembering to take intrinsic motivation into account when selecting occupations and undertaking tasks to help sustain success. The solution is to concentrate on the aspects of the work that you define delightful in situations where it isn't practical. We don't all find jobs and tasks we love. Think broadly about how completing the assignment might be satisfying by, for instance, offering you a chance to present your abilities to the executives of your firm, cultivate crucial internal connections, or add value for clients. Last but not least, make an effort to counteract tedious tasks with enjoyable ones. For example, while working through the massive backlog of emails in your inbox, listen to music, or complete tedious tasks with close friends, family members, or your favorite coworkers. In those situations, it might be beneficial to develop short to medium-term external motivators for oneself, especially if they complement incentives provided by your business. Some duties or even portions of a career are wholly onerous. Choosing incentives that counteract the objective you've attained is another common pitfall. A dieter is more likely to erase some of his hard work and re-establish unhealthy habits if pizza and cake are his reward for losing weight. If your reward for performing well at work one week is to take the following week off, you risk damaging the good impression you've already created. Goal achievement can sometimes give people the green light to succumb to temptation, which sets them back, according to research on what psychologists refer to as balance. In a 2016 study, University of Pennsylvania researchers encouraged participants to walk 7,000 steps per day for 6 months. People often experience an early burst of motivation when working toward a goal, followed by a lull in the middle where they are most likely to stall out. When people are pursuing a goal, they frequently experience an initial surge of motivation followed by a slump in the middle, where they are most likely to give up. Perhaps even more successfully overcoming motivational weaknesses is giving advice. Altering your perspective on the advancements you've made is a second tactic. We are more likely to exert more effort when we have made some progress toward our goal. You can get further motivation and increase your own ambitions by listening to what your role models have to say about their objectives. It's interesting that offering advice rather than receiving it may be a better method to overcome motivational weaknesses because doing so increases confidence, which encourages action. In a recent study, they discovered that people who were having trouble reaching a goal, like landing a job, thought they required advice from professionals to be successful. In fact, they were better suited imparting their knowledge to other job seekers since they were able to lay out specific plans for themselves, which has been proven to boost motivation and success. Recognizing that the people who will best drive you to do particular chores are not necessarily those who execute the tasks effectively is a final strategy for harnessing positive social influence. Instead, they are people who, like your closest friends and family or mentors, share a larger objective with you. Thinking of those people and our desire to succeed on their behalf can help provide the powerful intrinsic incentives we need to reach our goals. A lady can find the monotony of her job rewarding if she believes she is setting a good example for her daughter. A man might find it less difficult to maintain his fitness regimen if it makes him feel more energetic around his friends. In those circumstances, it can be beneficial to use both intrinsic and extrinsic motivators, carefully choose rewards, shift our attention to the rear or the front depending on how close the finish line is, and make use of social influence. One of the most difficult qualities to master, self-motivation, is essential to your success.